Okay, I guess I'm live. I don't have a clue if I am or not. This is my first attempt at doing it, and I really didn't read the instructions. So we'll see if anyone is watching and if anyone is listening and if I know what I'm doing at all. In any case, what you saw in the title was stuff I recently purchased, and that's what this is going to be. It's a couple things that I recently purchased on online, mainly from eBay, and basically the last week, and it's just an assortment of stuff. And I thought I would give a shot at it and see what happens. And the one you see up here first is right here, a Mark Twain Barlow. I will be doing a video on this sometime in the future. When, I do not know, but it's pretty cool. It's made by Imperial, as you can see right there. I think it dates from somewhere in the 80s or 90s. That was one of the items I recently purchased. Let's move that out of the way. I don't need it. Another thing I was excited to get is this right here. This is a Camillus Air Force Survival Knife from 1978. I probably won't do a video on this knife because I've done quite a few videos. Well, I've already got an Air Force Survival Knife almost exactly like this from Ontario that I did do a video on. Main reason I picked this one up, if you can see right there, 1978. I picked up one of these way back in 1978 or 79. In any case, I remember the pommel was 1978. It was stolen from me in the early 80s and really got ticked off about that, but I never bothered to replace it until after Camillus had closed, and it was easier just to pick up in Ontario, so I picked up the Ontario. And I've always been wanting to get another one by Camillus anyway. So when I saw one from 1978, I went and grabbed it. And so that's the second knife I picked up, an Air Force Survival Knife by Camillus. And as you can probably know, I'm also doing a series on Air Force Survival Knives, so it'll probably show up in there somewhere. Another knife I recently picked up, where is it at? Where's it at? Recently grabbed this Rough Rider, and the reason I picked it up, there goes another knife on the floor, hopefully it's okay, was because it's in tortoiseshell, and people know I collect tortoiseshell. Things are falling everywhere. See, that's why I usually edit things and post them instead. That way you don't see all the crap that goes wrong. But this one was really nice, and I paid like $9 for this thing, including the shipping. I think it was like $5 that the guy was selling it for. And all it has on it is some shelfware from it sitting around for a while. This is a, what's the model number? 496. So this has been sitting around on somebody's drawer or something since, what, 2004. And it's really a whittler. And I've been looking for this whittler because it's out of stock. It's been out of stock forever. Really nice clip blade there. A secondary clip blade here. And then a pin blade. Hey, Big Red ADC. This is my first time live, so I don't know what I'm doing. So in any case, it's got the split back spring going on with the nice brass spacers in the back. And man, are those things thick. Look at how thick those brass liners are on there. So it's a pretty cool knife. And it is like I said, it's actually a humpback whittler. The person had it listed as a stockman, and that's why my eBay search for a whittler did not pick it up. But then I was just browsing through tortoiseshell, and this one popped up. So that's how I ended up finding it finally. And I've been looking for this for, oh man, a couple years now. That's how long I've been looking for one. I've got other tortoiseshell whittlers, but not this one. So that was pretty cool. It'll go in the collection. And someday I will have to show my tortoiseshell collection. I will do that. I just have so many other projects in the way right now. Hi, JJ. William Mansell. I haven't met you before, maybe. Maybe I have. Hi, everybody. And here's another one that I recently found, which is pretty cool. Oh, first, found this also. For those who don't know, I'm a big person with whistles, and I found this one here. It is at Windsor Clarion. don't know much about it. If you notice, it looks all chrome, but it's actually a brass whistle because what they do is they make brass whistles and then they chrome plate them so that they'll last better. This one was made in Taiwan, so it's probably a more recent one, but I just picked it up because I was at an estate sale and I knew the family and they were selling stuff, and so I grabbed this one for $1. I think I actually tossed $5 at them instead. It was an estate sale. Kind of a sad story. Anyway, so another whistle for the collection. And this is a knife that I have been looking for forever. Basically, about 6 or 7 years I've been trying to get this. I saw it on Knives Live when it first came out, and I did not pick it up at the time. And it's a lady's leg knife, and this is a monster size lady's leg knife. Do I have a ruler here? Of course I have a ruler here. Just so you know, this thing is 5 inches long, 2 blades, and it's in the Stonework series. And this is the knife that I was able to find finally, because I have every other knife in the Stonework series except this knife. And when it came out, I wasn't really that interested in picking up all of the Stonework series, but as soon as it went out of stock, I found myself collecting all the Stonework series. So I've been looking for this knife ever since. And it's an interesting one because it's a 2-bladed lady leg knife, big pin blade. And if you notice, half stops on these. So this was way before the Colt line folded. I don't know if these ever showed up in a Colt line with this. Nice big, nice big clip blade. And it's got a swedge on the top there too. So really, you know, this is about the biggest monster. Hi JJ Cahill, hi JB. This is one of the biggest ladies leg knives I've ever seen, and a big fat heavy one. I mean, and I'm assuming that it's going to work as a bottle opener. We'll find out, but I really bought it simply because of the Stoneworks collection, and so that's why this one's here. How many knives is that now? We started with the Mark Twain back here, Mark Twain Barlow, and then we got this one. Oh, here's the big one. I was actually asking questions about this, and no one had an answer for it. Well, the answer is yes, they are doing it. W.R. Case and Son. Well, let's get the box the right way. W.R. Case and Son. They do have a black synthetic handled Stockman with a punch blade. You're seeing it as I first see it here. And does that look nice? I mean, it's a black synthetic handle, so it's probably Delrin. You've got the case shield there. I believe this is a 2019. Yeah, 2019. Let's see that blade. So it's got the slim clip blade there. It's got the nice high sheepfoot blade here. Got a little oil on there too. And if you notice here, it should say it on here if I can get it to focus. CV, chrome vanadium. So it's their 1083 chrome vanadium blades. But the biggie on here is what I was looking for, a punch. It's got a really wicked looking punch blade on there. Got it for $50, so I'm not complaining. That is $50 shipped. Got a little bit of a swedge going on this side of it, so nice sharp edge there too. And as you notice, once again, chrome vanadium. So if you're looking for them, I would start grabbing them as quickly as you can. I don't know where they're going to show up. Finish on this is pretty good. This pin here, the brass pin here, is a little recessed. These are flat. Like I said, you're seeing it the first time with me here. Pretty good fit there. A little gap right there, it looks like. But man, who'd have thunk? Finally, you know, Case came out with something other than the yellow Delrin with the punch on it in the CV. I think they also make one in the peach seed jig bone. I'm not sure if that's CV or not, but I was so happy that I saw this. I mean, again, this was one of those. I just set up searches on eBay. I've got so many of them running, it's ridiculous. And this was one that was, you know, Case Stockman punch, and this one popped up out of nowhere, and here it is. Now I've got it. So I got this one here, and I'm really happy with it. I think that's going to be a pretty good addition. I'm going to have to start rethinking my top 5 traditional pattern knives too, considering how many Stockmans I've been picking up. That's probably another video that's coming up. As for other things, because I'm doing this live, you can probably guess that I've hit 1,000 now, so I can do live videos, and that's what this is about. And I'll probably do more live videos like this, and chances are what they're going to be is showing the knives that I recently purchased, because some of these knives I may not be doing any kind of review on or anything. This is, by the way, this is the knives I've picked up in the last 5 days. So I do kind of average almost, it's embarrassing. I end up picking up probably at least 4 knives a week of some kind. Obviously, some of these are Rough Riders, so they're pretty inexpensive. But this was just a great deal. I've been looking for a Camillus Air Force survival knife for several years, especially for 1978, because that was the year it all started for me with Camillus Air Force survival knives. And but I wasn't about to spend like $100 for the knife, and I managed to get this one for $44, and it's in pretty dang good shape for $44. That's why it's here. The other knives, like I said, this one to fill out a collection. The Mark Twain, simply because, you see that? Mark Twain. Just because I saw it, I like Barlow's, and it's like, man, I never saw that before, so I went and grabbed it. So Mark Twain Barlow. Rambling a little bit on that. A couple other knives you'll probably be seeing in the near future. Right here, my PAL RH36. I just recently did a video on this, so that's going to show up in a week or two probably. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Buying knives, William, it's always there. Another one I'll be doing a video on soon is this one here. This is the Camillus L36. This is Army Air Force knife from World War II also, so you'll be seeing a video on that one in the near future. And if it looks familiar, it should. Notice the big gap here on that handle? It's still there all the way up to the current, the older leather-handled Air Force survival knives. Another one you'll probably be seeing more about on the future too is right here, the ASEC. I grabbed an ASEC. Man, this thing is one of the ugliest knives I think I have ever seen. Just pitifully ugly. I showed it to my son, and he goes, damn, that's ugly, especially that handle. It's comfortable, but is it ever ugly? In any case, I'll be doing a video on that one too, within the Air Force survival stuff. And here's something, this video is coming up real soon, right here. This is an M5-1 trench knife that I modified. I only had the blade for it, so it was real easy to go ahead and find a new handle on it. So I went and I go through every step I did to get this buffalo bone handle onto this knife, and unfortunately that video is like 30 minutes long or so. And on the back is one of those Chinese good luck coins on the back there. Not happy with that, but I'll be changing that. So you guys are seeing this first. It will be in a video pretty soon. I've already shot the video. It's up. I've just my philosophy is I'm trying not to overwhelm people with a video a day or anything. So I'm trying to do one video on Wednesday and one release on Saturday. That's what I'm trying to do, and trying to get that in order. So, you know, usually it'll be a review on a Wednesday and then something more historical on Saturday. So I can devote a little more time on Saturday. And then if something comes up, I might throw out another video during the week. But I could easily do a video every other day with not much of a problem, but that would just drive me nuts if every day I was getting another video from someone. There are so many videos out there that I like to watch that if I'm putting up so many videos and if I'm working on content, I can't watch other people's videos. And so, I'm always watching Patty's Potato Pillars. I'm watching Jimmy Slash. If I've subscribed to you, I try to watch your video. I ring everybody's bell. So if I'm subscribed to you, I'm trying to watch your videos. That's just the way I am. I want to see everyone else's videos. For one reason, other people's videos give me ideas of what I should be doing. And also, I'm trying to fill a niche. So if someone else is doing a bunch of stuff, I don't want to do what they're doing. I don't want to be a copycat. I'm trying to find other things. That's one reason why I look at a lot of old knives, because it doesn't seem like a lot of people are doing that. So that's part of my philosophy, and I'm a history major from way back, so that's also the other thing. So that's why there's so much history that I try to put into the knives. Yes, I do like your videos, Jersey Knife Guy. I have not watched as many of them as I wish I did. And that's one of the things that one of the reasons is in the evenings, if I'm not at work, I do work full time, and then there's the house to take care of, everything else. So there's a lot going on. So this is my hobby, doing videos and also working on scale models and all sorts of other stuff. So, and cleaning the toilet. So you know what I mean? There's a lot that goes on, but this is what I do for fun, to get out there. And so now I'm definitely rambling and I've lost track of everything. Here's another one I'm working on. This is a fish knife I got to rehandle. I should have taken pictures of this when it came in. There was like three pieces of little stuff on there, the handle. This blade was completely covered in corrosion, and it would not open. So I bought it for 99 cents. A number nine Camillus, I'm sorry, number five Camillus fish knife. And I've almost got it to the point where I'm going to be able to throw it in the tackle box and use it. I've just got to make a handle for it. Definitely not in good enough shape, and I've got some really good Camillus fish knives. So this one actually is going into the tackle box because it can still hold an edge despite all the pitting. So this one is going in the tackle box to be used, because it's definitely not going to be in a quality shape for ownership. This nickel silver was like black when I first got it. Did a little polishing with it. It's looking a lot better. Anyway, what else have I got in front of me? Oh, here's Patty's knife. And I can always, if I drop this back, I got all the GI knives. Another video that I've been working on and can't get to. I'm trying to show the various GI knives throughout the years, because they do change subtly, and I've got them by just about every knife maker out there: Imperial, Queen, Colonial, obviously Camillus, Kingston. The one I am missing is one from Ontario. So if I can ever find an Ontario, I might do that one. And I got to get back to my Cub Scout knives too. I've got so many videos that I'm working on that I'm just going nuts. But in any case, that's where I was going at. And oh, here's another one. Some people saw this already before. The Commando Knife. I've been working on it. The blade is tight as can be now. I'm going to try and get some solder and solder around the edge here to hold it in place even better. And then I've got to get a little more engine black paint to go on that handle there. So obviously it's just a copycat knife, but definitely going to be doable when I finish with it. It will definitely work. So there you go. Don't have anything else in front of me unless you want to see some really cheap modern folders that I'm also working on those videos, if you remember. So also, if there's some kind of a video that you want me to try and shoot, leave it in the comments to this thing, and I will see what I can do about it. I love it when people ask me a question about something, even if it's not related to the video that I'm doing. Hi, John Caps. even if it's not related to the video that I'm doing, because I will go through my sources and try to find the answer for you and get back to you. And it also helps me inspire, or it inspires me to consider doing a video on that topic. So that's what I like to do. I do like to answer your questions, and I do like to actually, explore other options in the videos. And for one thing, if anyone would like to see my whistle collection, I could show it, but this is mainly a knife channel, so usually I throw one out once in a while. But I got quite a few whistles out there. If you'd like to see them and know a little bit about the history of the whistles, I'd be more than willing to do that. Oh, and this thing, everyone saw this one. Someone's going to get this in a upcoming giveaway, and someone is also going to get a couple other knives in an upcoming giveaway. I've got two of them on order, and I've got two of them already here. And then I'm looking at getting a grand total. I like to do things in fives, so I'm going to look at another 5 knife giveaway for this hitting the 1,000 mark, and it will probably happen sometime in November. So if you're looking for it, look for it in November. I know once again there will be a large toothpick in that giveaway, and a couple other things. I'm going to try and surprise people a little bit with what's going to be in the giveaway, but it'll be happening probably end of October, early November. So stay tuned for that. And for now, well, I've been mumbling for 21 minutes. I appreciate everybody who stuck around for all this, but I am going to let you go now. And now that I know how this live thing works, next time I'll be a little more prepared and show something a little more substantial. Thanks for joining me, and I always appreciate your support. I am so grateful that you guys are out there for me, and I will do whatever I can to support you in whatever way I can. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.